So this week I got a 25. So started off with EO, and I did, each axis had 8 bad edges, which isn't great, but I found a 4-move EO on red front. So what I did here was my bad edges. I had 3 here, 1 there, and then 3 here and 1 there. So first I did an F2, and what this does is, so I already have 3 edges red front, 3 on orange front. So all I need to do is to get these 2 bad edges, one of them here and one of them here. And so what I did is I did an F2, and so this just switched the locations of those. And then I did U prime, which got this bad edge over to here, and this bad edge over to here, and then RL. So now I have all my edges oriented from the red axis. And from here, I started looking for DR, or domino, and I saw that on green front, after doing the CO, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bad edges. And so I know when I have 8 bad edges, that means if I want to get 2, or either 2 or 4, then I need to solve or orient either 4 or 6 of them. And so I saw that if I do an F, since all 4 of these edges on green are bad, that'll orient 4 of them. And then I could do a U prime, which gets 3 of them here, and then a B prime, which leaves me with 2 bad edges here, and it sets up DR minus 2E 3C. So it's DR except for these 2 edges and these 3 corners. And so I got pretty lucky with this, and I could just set up to this just by doing it D2, and then just doing that kind of just like a pair insert like that. And so here I had domino reduction, and so it took me a while to really find much off of this at first, and because wasn't really any great things I could do with blocks. Like I tried doing that didn't really give much. So I then switched to the inverse. So when I went on to the inverse to try to find something, I started looking for HDR, which is just doing domino, but on another axis, which reduces the cube, so can only be solved, or you only need half turns to solve it. And so I did this by, I saw that if I did D2D, then it reduces, I have DR minus 2E4C with white front EO and red orange top bottom. And so for 2E4C, usually set up to something like this. So what I did after this is I did a B2, and so what this setup to is a lefty version of this. So if I did a U2, you can see I'll set up like this to make it easier. So you have these red orange corners with this edge here, and then you can just solve this with U prime L2U. And now with this, it's I try to find a finish from here or a skeleton, but considering I was in 18 moves, if whatever skeleton I were to find, it probably wouldn't be very good. So instead I just tried to look for a finish, And so what I did here was I tried a lot of different stuff, because as you can see, there's these two squares, and there's a lot of other stuff you can do, and like that, and yeah. But what I ended up doing was I did R2 F2, and what this did is it put this edge here and solved this square there, and then seems like everything is really paired up now, so I figured it wouldn't be that many more moves to finish, which was right. So I did L2, and then solve this 2x2 and some more blocks. And from here, I saw this was 2e, but I figured I could cancel into that alg, and I did this by doing a U2, and then after this U2, it's basically, if you think of it as this one alg for H perm, which you do this, and then I know this case where you have these two pairs swapped, then you kind of have an N perm up here. You just do RL, U2, R prime, L prime, and I have the same case here, and there we go, cube solved.